right, David. Well, what have you been up to this year? This is David VonGunten. He always forgets to introduce himself at our meetings, so I'm happy to have the opportunity. He's going to share what you have been up to the past 12 months.
Thank you. It's been a busy year. One might think that the Tea Party is a yearly event. However, in the past year, all politics are local. And the Tea Party, which includes everyone here, has made a showing at several local events. The school property tax was one of the events that got our attention, and we were able to see that tax or assist in having that tax set aside. The Tavares Emergency Services Tax is another issue that we were involved in. The Lake County Judicial Center. You may remember that they were ready to spend an awful lot of money, and we had a very good showing that tax was set aside, or that expense was set aside. Recently, we had the transportation impact fees that we gathered at the Lake County Commissioner's Office and made our feelings known. Just a couple blocks over, the Eustis land purchase that was supposed to have taken place earlier this year. We made our numbers known there. And in spite of the fact that the national health care has taken place, do you realize that your efforts kept that at bay for over a year? Yeah. Yes, you all need a good hand for that. Well, that doesn't sound like much because you could consider it a loss. But when you consider how many other things that backed up as well, that's a considerable victory. Last year on Labor Day, we were in DeLand. There are a number of folks here who, on September 12th of last year, went to Washington. John? Yeah, I guess. That was quite a turnout. There were a number of us who went to Lakeland last year as well. A whole day of rain, and yet about 2,000 folks, Central Floridians, gathered in Lakeland to make our feelings known about government intervention in our Constitution. And still underway. Today, Marilyn Boehner has a table with information about the North Lake Hospital tax. How many here have property in North Lake County? Do you realize that if you look at your tax bill, you'll find an ad valorem tax for the North Lake Hospital? Do you realize that tax collects, if memory serves me, around $17 million in Lake County a year? Do you realize that the hospitals generate a profit and that tax subsidizes that profit? Do you realize that Marilyn Boehner has filed suit against the North Lake County Tax Board because it's an illegal tax? Thank you, Marilyn is right. We really need to get behind her on this. It's like, you know, when you look at your tax bill and you say, gosh, that's only $150 or $120, it's like it's nothing. But cumulatively, in the county, that's a lot of money. And it could be used for other things that our county is going to be needing, like protection services. So it's an illegal tax to begin with. We just need to make sure we give Marilyn plenty of support. That's a little bit about what's been going on. If you don't have your name on our distribution list for email, please make sure to check with the ladies, make sure we have you on there so you'll be kept up to date with what you can do. We need folks to regularly go to the Lake County Commissioner's Office. We need intervention on the part of local governments around the county. So please help keep your government at bay. If we can do it, let's do it. Thank you.